game is this? Miami Dolphins, Miami Dolphins, Miami Dolphins #1. Here's
We are about 50 miles north of downtown Miami. This is Hard Rock Stadium here in South Florida. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Miami Dolphins. On the Ravens sideline, head coach John Harbaugh. His guys come in losing 2 straight, hoping to turn things around in this one. Then on the Dolphins side, you've got Mike McDaniel. His guys come in off what he described as a strong week of practice, looking to put one in the win column in front of these home fans. With Greg Olsen, I'm Mike Tirico, and out there is Tyler Luke to get us started. Off we go from Hard Rock Stadium. And he'll be out of bounds on the return, and the drive will begin there. The Miami offense will make their way onto the field, led by their quarterback. University of Alabama, Tua Tagovailoa.
In last week's game, the opponent just really neutralized him and, frankly, this entire passing game. Nobody was open. When they were, he missed some throws. Offensive line had some protection issues. It just overall was a poor performance. So they understand they're going to come into today's game and have some success. They've got to find a way to get some explosive production and some efficiency out of this passing game.
After a gain of 5 on first down, it is 2nd and 5. Here's Tagovailoa to the left side in the hands of Hill. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. That pickup good for 29 yards.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the gun, here's Tua. And Marlon Humphrey is there, and he picks it up. And the Ravens are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Now the first carry for King Henry. And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game. They'll go again here with Henry. And a good tackle to a gain of just 3.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
On 3rd down, Jackson. That one caught by Humphrey. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Bryce Berringer to punt. But dangerous Tyreek Hill is deep for Miami. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. Now, Tua and the Miami offense head out for their next possession. He's used his legs to great effect this year, both when the pocket breaks down and by design, as you check out the league leaders in quarterback rushing yards. Tua now on 1st down. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
He just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
Now Wilson on 2nd down.
Damn!
One thrown behind his target, and it'll be incomplete.
And when you look down the field, Mike, there's just really nobody creating any real separation. And instead, he tries to give one of his guys a 50-50 contested catch opportunity, but with the coverage as tight as it was, it just falls incomplete.
On 3rd down, here's Wilson. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he's going to be out of bounds, just shy of midfield. He can't beat a running quarterback. Gain of 16 and a 1st down. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
Let's go now.
On the carry, it's Achane. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Give them 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a 1st down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. He's done it again, back-to-back good runs. 19 this time, and another 1st down.
This offense has to be thrilled, Mike, with the success they've had here on the ground in this opening quarter. Now as the rest of the game unfolds, everything in the game plan continues to open up.
Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10.
Let's go. 19, 18. Take over.
They'll run with the rookie, drafted in the 3rd round. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Wilson lines up in the pistol. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
Here we go. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
Here's Wilson. Oh, he's going to be throttled up and taken taken down. They got him. Travis Jones getting home to drop him. He's up to a dozen sacks now on the year. Sanders' kick is good. And the Dolphins will take a 3-0 lead. So the mistake there, the roughing call on the field goal, they'll take the 3 points off the board, keep possession of the ball, and have it first down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Now he'll run, and he will get into the end zone. Zach Wilson, touchdown Miami. It's his 4th rushing touchdown of the year.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back. Even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan, everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This taken at the 5. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. Now after that last play, we have an injured Raven. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll motion a tight end right. They'll start out on the ground with Henry.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that one.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. From the gun, Jackson.
Oh,
Deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. It is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. And this one is picked off. It's Juju Brents. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They'll toss it here to Aiken. And that is going nowhere in a hurry. Finally taken down well behind the line. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. He's going to keep it himself. Well, that helps. Going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the 1st down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback. Just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
That is caught by Washington. It's a gain of 10 yards. Good for a Dolphins 1st down.
So think back to earlier in the week, Mike, and they told us they want to get him going here early and often. So I'd expect plenty of passes to head his way as this game unfolds.
They'll run this one straight ahead with Aiken. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. 2nd down, they need 7. Once again, it's Aiken. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a touchdown. But I don't think he knows yet that this one is coming back.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So, a costly penalty here. It wipes away the touchdown.
Let's go now.
A run here with Aiken. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. shotgun. Wilson. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down. Jason Sanders on to try the field goal. This just a little more than a chip shot. 32-yard attempt.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
So Sanders back out after making the field goal. He sends this one away. The return starts from the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Play action now. Jackson. Throw left side, caught by Andrews. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play. 1 quarter in the books. It's the Dolphins with the early lead. And we're back to South Florida after this. Raven football, quarter number 2 begins. They've got it with 2nd and 3 coming up. They'll send a tight end in motion. They'll run out of the gun with Henry. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. 15-yard pickup there. 1st down, Baltimore.
This is a guy who's been doing it at a high level, Mike, for a long time. Not too many running backs finding success in the NFL past the age of 30. That's usually when they kind of ride off into the sunset, but as always, there's the exception to every rule.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3. On the give, here's Henry. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find the crease and hit it. He's able to pick up the 1st down.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Going to go right back to Henry. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. Chop Robinson, the man to bring him down. Now after the play, he'll stop it. We have an injured Dolphin. The training staff going to look, and we'll step out for a moment. Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. To throw is Jackson. There's a short one caught by Andrews. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And, man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
He's got his tight end. That's Andrews. That's catch 3 just on this drop. And it gets his team a 1st down.
Baltimore, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 18.
On the handoff, it's Henry. Still keeping the Blakes moving, somehow managing to turn that into a gain. Here's 2nd and 9. Jackson now. The throw here is complete. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. Now a 3rd and 2. They'll let the fullback try to push the pot. And he will have the Ravens 1st down. Able to convert, albeit not by much. But they get it on 3rd and a yard. it's Jackson. That is caught in the middle of the end zone. Rashad Bateman. Touchdown, Ravens. That his second TD catch of the season. Tyler Luke now for the extra point. The kick is good, and the Ravens are on the board. It's 10-7. Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. Here he is, Tyreek Hill back to return. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. Devon Achane ready to take the field with the rest of his Miami offensive teammates. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big opening after big opening and big numbers in this first half. On the ground to start the drive, it's Achane. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
And he's down inside the 40-yard line. A gain there of 23 yards. First down, Miami.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
That's complete. It's Waddle. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. From the 35, here's 2nd and 6. A run up the middle with Achane. Good running there. He's got the first down inside the 30.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground. Man, it makes such a big difference for the offense. All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
3rd down and 9.
Let's go.
Now it's Wilson. And that is incomplete. Jalen Waddle, the intended target. And that's going to lead to a 4th down. Jason Sanders on to try the field goal. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Dolphins will extend their lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, he'll take those 3 points.
So Sanders back out after making the field goal. He sends this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Lamar Jackson and the Ravens hand it back out again. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Here's Henry, and he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere. Jackson now on 2nd down. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Rashad Bateman, the intended target. 3rd down coming up. The tight end going in motion to the left. 3rd and long for Jackson. That is left side and caught by Flowers. Here's Bryce Baringer now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Oh, how about that hit? Wow. He took a pretty good lick at the end of that one. Devon Achane ready to take the field. The rest of his Miami offensive teammates, they work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. Wilson to throw. This one complete to Washington. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. Trying to work quickly here and put the pressure on the defense. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. A dive and a catch. Incredible. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half and good enough for a 1st down. The offense in hurry-up mode, pushing the pace.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
On 1st down, Wilson throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 50. They can still get a 1st down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. Wilson will throw again. To the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. It's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
On 1st and 10, Jackson. Look wide. Get this one complete. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. 2nd down, Jackson. That one caught by Humphrey. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. Jackson looking to throw. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Jackson up top again. This throw right is taken in by Flowers. Now the Ravens use their 1st timeout. Talk things over before 3rd down.
3rd and inches.
And the pistol, Jackson ready. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. 2 1st downs, and they're at the 46 now. It's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
The tight end motioning left here. Again, it's Jackson. Throw here down the field. It will fall. Incomplete.
And you don't earn the reputation this guy has, Mike, without having some really elite ball skills at your disposal. I mean, he's universally considered one of the best corners in the entire league, and when he makes plays like this, it's pretty easy to see why.
To the air one more time with Jackson. That's caught. Derrick Henry. And he's got about 5 on this one before he's out of bounds. And they're set up a little bit better for 3rd down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. From the gun, Jackson. He'll swing this out wide to Henry. And he's very close to a 1st down, out of bounds right at the marker. Spot is just a little short, so it is 4th down. Tyler Luton now to try the field goal. The spot is at their own 49, making this a 61-yard attempt.
Wow, what a big kick there. I mean, just looking down, anytime the kicker is lined up on the other side of the 50, you think, there's no way this ball's going to get there, Mike. But listen, he's got a big leg. This one he strikes absolutely perfect. That was good off the foot.
Tyreek now to return it. Uh-oh. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. Devon Achane ready to take the field with the rest of his Miami offensive teammates. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the first half. This defense will need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He's going to let this one go deep. And he will take this one in. 77 yards. Touchdown, Miami. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
The extra point by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This returnable from the 4. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. John Harbaugh there, the Super Bowl winning coach of the Ravens, as his guys get ready for their next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. There's a short one caught by Andrews. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their second. Clock says 25 seconds till halftime.
The 34-yard line.
Now Jackson. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. Saw it earlier, the defense on the quarterback with the earlier interception. Now, Greg, not only do they pick them, they turn it into a pick 6.
And, Mike, the reality is this has just been a bad first half throwing the football. I mean, not only is it a second interception, but this time the defense gets their hands on the ball, and they're able to take it all the way back for the pick 6.
Makes the score Dolphins 27, Ravens 10. Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Halftime coming close, and not much time left as this one is kicked away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
Their own 27-yard line.
They will start it on the ground to run that clock. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. And now we'll get a late timeout coming in the waning moments of this second quarter. Try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground here again. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield. and long. One more time. They'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to go backwards again. The defense coming up big, forcing fourth down. Here's their punter now. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. On the return, it's Hill. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you very much. We welcome you back on EA Sports for quarter number 3. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. He'll start at the 4, and he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. Now, after that last play, we have an injured Raven. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Jackson now to throw on first down. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
So he gets on the board, first catch of his career. I can promise you he's going to hang on to that ball. Now, it wasn't the flashiest of plays, but just try to get him comfortable and try to settle him into this game.
Jackson. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. Can't find that angle, and it's going to lead to a third down.
Oftentimes, it's the wide open ones that are the hardest to catch. It seems like the ball is in the air forever. You start overthinking it. You start really making more of it than what you should, and you let it slip away.
On third down, Jackson brought in by the tight end, Andrews. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
Pressure gets there, and down he goes. Willie Gay in there to drop him that time. It's a loss of 7. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. One of the tight ends motions right. Jackson now on 2nd down. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and third down. Coming up. Jackson now. And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. The pass looked to be on target. No catch. And now 4th down. And a nice return there. The offense not going to be backed up as much as they could have. Drive's going to start from beyond the 20. There's Mike McDaniel. His Dolphins getting ready for their next possession. The lead is 17 as they try to maybe pull away in this one. It is 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. 70 left.
They'll start on the ground. It's 10. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Second and 10.
Brings up second and 10 at the 24-yard line.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Forced to his right.
So often the best pass defense is a good pass rush, and that's exactly what we saw here. The pass rush disrupted this play from the very start. The quarterback has all of his attention on the rushers rather than his receivers downfield. All he can manage to do is get back to the original line of scrimmage.
Third down, here's Wilson. He gets this complete to Dulcich. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Another great throw, and that's been the story as you check out these numbers. I mean, he has done everything this team has asked of him and more.
49-yard line.
Here's first and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Finds his tight end, Dulcich. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
It's a gain of 7.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
And he's going to pick it up, take it down inside the 35 for the first down.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
And Marlon Humphrey is there, and he picks it off. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
On the move left. He keeps it himself. And he is out of bounds. Mark him at the 25.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
It's a zone read, and Jackson's going to keep it. And he'll work forward for about 4. It's second down.
Report. A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
Ozzie! Sit up!
line.
That's up! Sit up!
Now it's Jackson. A pass pulled in by Henry. And he'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Ravens.
Middle!
On the option, they give it to Henry. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
Taken down at the 11-yard line.
6. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
In motion comes Andrews. Jackson from the gun on third down. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down. To throw is Jackson. Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Baltimore. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year.
Yeah, this is not a big surprise here, Mike. You're down big. It's the fourth quarter. You have no choice but to go for it here on fourth down, maintain possession, and they were able to come through.
The PAT up and good. And the Ravens are able to cut the deficit to 10.
Ravens 17.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drives will begin there. The Dolphins offense getting their final instruction before heading back onto the field. Going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drop. 1st and 10.
Let's go. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Out of the gun, it's Wilson. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down.
And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. They get 21 on that one. Good for a Dolphins first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On the carry, it's Achane. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. We'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10. At the
The shotgun. Wilson. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. It's a pickup of 12. First down, Miami.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on 3rd down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to. And certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's the first down completion of 7 yards.
It's a gain of 8.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
Wilson will throw again. The outside, that's caught by Hill. And he's going to be marked out of bounds down at the 3. 12 was nice last time, so they did it again. Another 12-yard pickup and another first down. Ball sitting on the 3. It is first down and goal.
Let's go now.
Achane. And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
Exiting the pocket right. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Zach Wilson. Touchdown, Dolphins. The offense staying put. They will go for 2.
The Dolphins are lining up.
Back to throw. Wilson. Over him in a flash, and he lost the football. And the defense comes up with a big turnover. Maybe this will turn this game around.
17.
I'm always curious how a defense is going to respond. So you give up a touchdown, you give up 6, and now the offense is trying to extend it to 8. How are you going to buckle down? How are you going to hang in there? In this case, let's give them a little credit. Keep those 2 off the board, and they can come to the sideline and regroup.
A first down throw for Jackson. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Rasul Douglas. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10. Let's go. The 27-yard line.
Well run with Achane. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Wilson lines up in the pistol. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. On the ground, Achane opens up this 4th quarter. He's going to have it at the 12-yard line. Enough to get the first down and keep it going.
And that's kind of a double whammy of sorts for this defense. Not only do you not get the 3rd down stop, but now this offense, Mike, they're able to bleed even more clock down with this fresh set of downs.
They'll toss it here to Achane. And he has stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Now it's Wilson. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver knew what was going on. That's incomplete. This a must stop for this defense. Facing 3rd and long. This throw right side is caught by Hill. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. It's going to bring up 4th down. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Dolphins will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. John Harbaugh there, the Super Bowl winning coach of the Ravens, as his guys get ready for their next possession. Things not looking good. But see if we can get the turnaround going here. He'll start this drive with 1st down. I don't think that was going too far either way. Defense right on it. They hold him to no gain. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 9. Play action now. Jackson. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Defense got lucky on that one. There's no one accounting for the running back out of the backfield as they should have, and fortunately for them, he bails them out by not securing the catch.
Off the play fake. Jackson. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Ravens bring their punt team out. As the drive went in the wrong direction, he's on to punt it away. This fielded inside the 35. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. There's Mike McDaniel. His Dolphins getting ready for their next possession. And this crowd certainly has liked what they have seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in. They have not disappointed, as they have the advantage here in the fourth. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
At the 40-yard line.
Now Wilson moving outside the pocket. Now he'll run.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Quick throw out wide. It's caught. It's a big play there on third down, but there is a marker down, and that is not a good sign for the offense.
Okay, ready?
They'll run this one straight ahead with Achane. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
And what a play by the interior of this defensive line. There was nowhere to run. He's able to get in the backfield for a big stop, and it sets up fourth down.
They're going on fourth down. It's Wilson. And he's going to have the first down. Aggressive call there. But it works out as they convert on fourth down.
And the Dolphins
Play action. It's Wilson. Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down. Now, after the play, he'll stop it. We have an injured Dolphin. Now, it's Wilson. That's taken in by Achane. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down. Wilson to throw. Flush to his right. He'll try and get there on the ground. What a run. He brings it to the red zone. Taken down inside the 20-yard line. Even with the lead, they're trying to press the tempo.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson.
Wilson's pass complete to number 80.
This offense moving quickly, and they'll try to get set.
Second and 3 at the 11-yard line.
From the gun, it's Wilson. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he's going to be close to the first down. Markham just a yard short of the line to gain, so that'll bring up third and short yardage. They'll try to sneak it here. And he's going to have the first down. Just past the marker. It is first and goal. Here's Achane. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's second and goal.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
One more time, it's Achane. Looking for a seam, but will not find one. He'll take this down to the 4-yard line.
2-yard pickup brings up third and goal.
They'll use 3 tight ends in the formation for third and goal.
60 Bison, 60.
They'll run with Achane. And he's going to be stopped. He gets 2 down to the 2-yard line. But now it's fourth down. Jason Sanders on to try the field goal. This, about as short as you can get. Another one through the upright. He's 4 for 4 on the game. And the Dolphins will add to their lead here in the fourth quarter. So Sanders back out after making the field goal. He sends this one away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. And the Ravens offense ready to get back at it. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. He did not want to go down there. Carrying tacklers, it's a gain of 9. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Going to go right back to Henry. And he's going to take this past the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46.
The shotgun, here's Jackson. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And it will be another turnover as this defense does it again.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up, against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step 1. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll get it with still a minute 20 left to go in the game. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. A toss, left side, caught by his running back.
We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
2nd and a yard. Wilson. That's caught in stride by the Cheetah. And he's going to be taken down after a big 2nd down pickup. But we do have a penalty marker on the field. Throwing is Wilson. Moving to his right. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith.
This is really becoming a key element to playing quarterback in the NFL, Mike. The ability to play off script and use your legs to extend the play. I think in this case, he either needs to tuck that ball down and become a runner, or he just simply needs to throw that ball away.
Jackson now to throw on 1st down. Now a screen set up for Henry. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play. Jackson now on 2nd down. That's over the middle to the tight end, Andrews. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. The Ravens now going to use their final timeout. It comes with 36 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. On 1st and 10, Jackson.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
3rd down and 9. Again, it's Jackson. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down. To the air one more time with Jackson. That's incomplete. Derek Hall on 4th down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on down. An unbalanced look to the left here on 1st down. Back to throw. Wilson. That one out wide to Achane. And he'll be taken down. No timeouts left for the defense. That should do it. The Dolphins going to use their final timeout here, and they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ballgame. 2nd and inches. Wilson lines up in the pistol. And is caught left side by Waddle. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Something's up. It's a win for the Dolphins. They're able to erase the memories from a week ago. Game they really did struggle in. Look like a different group here as they respond with a solid victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Dolphins, home winners here as we say farewell from South Florida.